99.3 Nigeria Info. Good morning to you, Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome to Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. I am Sheriff Quadri JD. He's taking a break today. He's starting his leave next week. He would have loved to be here. But for some days now, you would have noticed the way his voice was going as though he said it himself yesterday, so let me not repeat it. I would say as though he's wicked at presenting here, but it's okay. So he's taking that break now, but he'll be back on radio tomorrow. It will just drop by very briefly to do the discuss. And after the discuss, he'll be away for a week. So next week on the Daily Digest is going to be you and me. Well, I've got some plans for next week. I'll be talking to some industry people, some manufacturers, some investors. We want to look at why big companies, are leaving the country lately. Quite a number of them have left. Tens of thousands of jobs, have been lost by Nigerians. You could name them: Procter and Gamble. You could name them Unilever. This. Kimberly Clark. There are many of them that have left. And these are foreign investors with hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that they have invested in our economy. Now they have left due to whatever reason that even our local investors here are complaining about. So we'll try and bring experts, those who are in this space, those who know where the shoe pinches. We'll bring them on and we will talk about it. I hear the National Assembly, they are planning to investigate. And in my mind, I'm like, what are you investigating? Don't we all see what is going on? Don't we all know what is going on? Don't they know what is? Well, maybe they wouldn't know because they get paid. Most of them, actually, politics is their means of livelihood. They don't run any business. They don't have any, apart from their domestic staff that they pay salaries to. And maybe they're, So apart from that, most of them don't have another source of livelihood other than just politics. So they will never know what manufacturers are going to, what small businesses are going to, what big businesses are going through. They will never know, and that's quite unfortunate. Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. So something that they should have known, they want to start investigating. Is people that are chasing people away, Abby. We'll talk about that next week in detail. We also want to, sometime next week, we'll be looking at the plight of albinos. We'll be looking at the plight of albinos. We'll look at, what the challenges that they are facing, the marginalization, in quotes, that they have been talking about all year long. I mean, look at establishments around you. How many albinos have you seen around? People are, circumspect when it comes to employing albinos, or when it comes to even having a relationship with albinos. If it's that bad, we'll talk about that sometime next week. Sometime next week as well, we would also be looking at blood donation. That important aspect of human existence, blood flowing through our veins, what blood carries, why you should take it very seriously to donate blood. And for blood donors, those who are blood donors, I want to salute you, for saving lives, because you don't know what you have done. You don't know. You have no idea. You are a hero to somebody. You have kept somebody alive. We'll look at blood banks in Lagos. We'll look at the benefits of donating blood next week. We'll look at the demerit as well. We'll look at the myths of blood donation as well. That also is coming up sometime next week. And there is this last one that I may or may not do, and that is the care for the elderly. At what point would you say your aged father or your aged mother is using you as a meal ticket? Is there anything as your father or your mother using you as meal ticket? Is there anything, should there be anything like that? How well do we take care of our old ones? How close are we to our aged parents or relatives? How often do we check up on them? How lonely are they? So we'll be speaking with everybody on this topic. I may or may not do it depending on some factors, because I also want to talk about NLC and the ultimatum that they gave to the government. So next week, Daily Digest is packed full. I just gave you the, if you like, copy am now, you sabi. We go do it, we go do. Like Uncle Jimmy, we say, if you know me, Panadol, you know we be like. Okay. That said, let's begin the show. Let's begin the show. You're welcome. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3 on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3. You can watch live. Let's double down on the conversation that we had during the day. I wanted to talk about that woman who abused. Yeah, but when I saw this particular story, I said this particular story is global in terms of nationwide. It affects everybody, and we have to talk about it. And that is the story that the Guardian has on its fourth page, page 4. It's a spread, page 4 and page 5, about the growing number of facts. They put it is a growing nation of destitute. That's how they put it. And I think it's very perfect title for that story. It's a nation of destiny that we have around us. Homeless people everywhere. It's so huge, it's so disturbing that if you're walking on the road, you don't feel safe anymore. If the traffic light stops you, you don't feel safe. If they're approaching you, they're coming to beg for arms, but you're scared. You don't know what to do. I mean, should we be scared on our roads? Should we be scared on our streets? Should we be scared of destitutes in our homes? Is this a way to live? Who is responsible for this? Who should be held responsible for this? Is the government? State governments do? We're going to piece this apart. Let's first start from the cause of this. First is there are many causes, and I would like for you to listen, because I would like for you to share your thoughts on what you think could be added to a number of causes that I would outline right now and what can be done, right? Because I know something for sure that the southwestern part of the country, I mean, no offense to other regions, right? No offense at all. Well, the southwestern part of this country, and not because we're here, not because I am from here, they've been quite alert, been quite up and in when it comes to issues such as this. They may not have done it, may look like they're not doing anything, but if you look around enough, you know at least there is some sort of act being taken. Because I know the other day there was a thing, that means held in Oshun. Yeah, that means it was held in Oshun. Ariano Kakangfo there, Iba Gani Adam, should even call himself. The only of was there. Well, it was the, what's that name again? It was called this. The name has skipped me. So the meeting was held. It's about security Southwest. The meeting was held in Osun State. Top of the agenda was the influx of what they call destitute from. They didn't even say from Nigeria itself as much. They said from other countries, neighboring countries, Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso. You know, in their meeting, in their security meeting, they said these people, indigenous citizens of these countries, form the majority of those people that you see as Okada riders in the southwest, and gave a breakdown as to how they migrate. I read that thing, some time ago, quite detailed from how they broke it down. You would have thought that they actually did it. From what they said, they did their homework very well, and they found out that most Okada riders that you see on the street, they don't have a home. They sleep on bikes. They have weapons under their seats. They're ready to fight anybody or anybody, maybe for their own protection, but then we can't rule out that this too could be a danger to others. as well. So they did that report, and they, released a report in Osun, some weeks ago, which is quite commendable. As for what could be causes of this, first is that government has failed. State governments, they have failed. In the sense that, so we are very religious, and we're also very traditional. With that, children are from God. We believe that, we shouldn't stop people from children. But then what? Who takes the responsibility for somebody else's irresponsible act? We, the people. The irony is that it doesn't matter where the person is practicing his irresponsible act. If the person I mean Kafanchan or Maiduguri or somewhere else, it still comes back to haunt all of us. We that were living our lives jejely. So what should the government of those states, because everything is really not about the federal government. What are the state governors doing? Instead, a man who is supposed to be the other people supposed to be quite smart was on TV saying that, you know who I am. Because someone is challenging action that you want to marry girls. With that kind of mentality, with that understanding, of course, we just started. I read about by the Guardian rather. And these children, some of them don't know their age. Because right from when they were small, they had been shipped to Malam for Haji. And the Malam used these children for economic purposes, for them to be and make money for him, beg for alms. And they must return with alms. Some of them meet their parents. Some of them won't be educated. Country failed these children. The country turned them to what they are or what they will become in the future. Which is sad. They didn't bargain for this life. They didn't want to be this way. But you forced the female child to get married to somebody who is not ready, maybe irresponsible. They start making babies that they cannot take care of. The first baby comes, ship him away. The second baby, you ship away. In some instances, the entire family that will come on the streets of Lagos and be begging. You see girls displaying babies for the sun. Tell me, in what society does it make any sense? How does that even make any sense? You showing babies to people just because you're begging for alms. And we all just drive by, we look in pity, and these babies suffer under the sun. Some of them, they grow up to be agberos, some up to be criminals, some willing tool for terrorists. I don't even know how we think. I don't know how. Because what do you think you're doing? You're marrying 100 girls away to go and give birth to maybe 300, 400, 500 children that they cannot care of. And you put your own lack of discretion, the burden of your lack of discipline of the entire country. I hear Lagos State government, they have homes for destitutes. I think they have one in Okobaba. I think we've done a story on for here in Nigeria. These destitute homes are overcrowded. Some, they don't even take care of these homes anymore. How many destitute homes can Lagos State build? How many? Because these destitutes will keep coming. How do we call this economic migration? No, I refuse to say that this is economic migration, because it is not. It is not. They don't have any skill. They don't have anything to be useful to the society here. No training, nothing. Children, babies. I have witnessed a baby before, born in traffic in Lagos. She grew up as a beggar on the same street in Lagos. Now she's probably she's a teenager, let's put it that way now, because I still see her. And each time I see her, I'll be like, this girl don't grow up. That is the life most of these children live. And it is sad. It is heartbreaking. How many of them can we say, okay, Lagos government, yeah, pack them and ship them where? If you ship them, how many times are you going to be shipping them away? Is there a mechanism to stop them from coming back? No. So that's a wasteful venture on its own. Because you have little or no effect on the number of deaths you have on the streets. I don't want to talk. I would let me take a few comments. Let's just take a few comments before we go off on the break, because our break is next right now. In about 30 seconds, we go on a break. I don't know how far we can go with this conversation, but it is no joke. We are playing with an inferno. That is what we're playing with. Not a match fire or something. It's an inferno. A wildfire. That's what we're playing with. Let's go to break. I'll be right back.
5 Alive Poppy. So much pulp. So many ways to pop it. He gulps it. She chews it. He slurps it. Filled with pulp in every bowl, everyone pops it their way. So, how do you pop it?
Chinedu! Don't worry, Ma. He'll be home on time, just like his dad. I'm cooking their favorite jollof with Sonia tomato mix. They are here.
Hey, is that jollof ready?
Right on time.
Your loved ones will always rush home for tasty meals prepared with Sonia tomato mix.
It's so good eating together with a family.
Yes, Ma.
Sonia tomato mix brings you together. Proudly Nigerian.
Ida of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you the wine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby?
Jerry, now you they talk like this. Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution on my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I don't know.
Guy, hfm.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said hfm.com.
Which one is hfm.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said
hfm.com.
Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
The regular football season is over, but not for us here at Supersport. We've got a big deal coming your way. Euro 2024. Witness football's biggest names: Saka, Mbappe, Ronaldo, and many more battle it out in 51 trillion matches enjoyed on DSTV. Stay connected to watch it live from the 14th of June to the 14th of July on Supersport. Now that's a big deal. Watch teams bow to no one in Euro 2024. Available on all DSTV packages. DSTV, your home of sport.
Tell me which kind thing. Viva no fi wash. Away. Jenna tomato paste, the coffee stain your body. Viva go wash. Away. Chicken in for your clothes, now all you need for Viva to wash away. Gentle for your pocket, gentle for your hand. Oh my Viva, you couldn't make you shine. Oh Viva, oh yo. I love my Viva, oh Viva. Oh
Here's how to tell the difference between aha and ah. When you see Pepsi's super dope new look, you go aha! Cause it's slick, got Riz, and it's really cool. But when you're enjoying the same great refreshing taste and you can't get enough, you go see what I'm talking about? Grab a refreshing bottle of Pepsi with its cool new look and same great taste. Pepsi, thirsty for more.
Remember the name Arenas Plus. When malaria strikes, Arenas Plus. Remember the name Arenas Plus. When you feeling down, Arenas Plus.
Arenax Plus is the name to remember when you need to beat malaria with ease. Arenax Plus is a combination of artemether and lumenfantrine and is effective in the treatment of malaria in adults and children. So the next time malaria strikes, remember the name. Arenax Plus beats malaria with ease.
If symptoms persist after 3 days, please see a doctor.
Available in pharmacies near you. Arenax Plus is a quality product from Swiffer.
To cook correct food, they always give me joy. That's now why anytime when they cook like this, they always season them with no cubes. Come add correct vegetables inside. Ugu, tatasheo, shombo, onions. No one will know they put. Now he make my pikin them, they always enjoy my cooking.
Daddy, I never will. I want more.
You see?
Summer all your food with correct vegetables. Come season them with no cubes for that to get delicious taste. Today, chop better.
Maker, this one you sit down like this. I hope say no wala.
Nah man, not the money where they see for sure. Every time I check the money not the day complete. Even the one when I give them that adjustment, I never see them till today.
My brother, they know they keep money for shop again, oh. Because anything fit to happen to one. Come on, shit they give goat yam, making keep it not claim out. Bros, run go Javodani Microfinance Bank to open savings account and put your money inside. Make your mind cooler.
You mean Davido savings account?
Hey maker, no chop your mouth. Now Javodani Microfinance Bank, you fit call them DDMFB.
DDMFB?
Yes, so with your new savings account, you fit use them request for loan to expand your business. That's now, if you run the savings account wella, you fit use your mobile banking app, check balance, do transfer, and buy airtime.
Share Davodani Day Alaba International Market.
Yes, so even other markets like Balogun Trade Fair, Computer Village, Okeare Market, Arena Oshodi, Boundary Market, Ajegunle, Ikorodu, Ochotaketu, Egbeda, Aja, and Oyingbo. For more to read, make you check their website www.dabodanimfb.com. DDMFB.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back to Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. I'm Sheriff Quadri. Yeah. Let's open up the telephone lines right now and get your thoughts on this issue of a nation of destitutes. Yeah, that's how the Guardian puts it, and I love the way they put that that headline. I love it. Perfectly describes everything. 0201 2770993, 0201 2771993, 2772993, and 2773993. Or the WhatsApp number is 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. What again? For Skype callers, it's Nigeria Info 99.3 on Skype. You can watch live on Facebook and on YouTube and drop your comments there. I'll come take them. Please turn off your radio if you're calling me. It's very important that you do that. Thank you for understanding. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Sharif.
Morning to you.
Yes, I'm very happy I'm speaking with you.
Same here.
Yeah, Sharif, let me say, why do we have destitutes all over the most majorly developing countries like Nigeria? We pile it up. We refuse to do the right thing. And for you to build a nation, you have to know your comparative advantage. Then you go for infrastructure. Things that you do are for time. Before the future, things that may come wrong.
We lost that call. Do try and call back if you can. Okay, I'd like to hear from you. Good morning to you.
Sheriff, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Sheriff, my name is Ziggy. I'm calling from Ajawa State.
Welcome, Ziggy.
Yes, I listened when you are presenting the trends in the paper. I mean, your newspaper review.
Yeah.
And on the destitute, your analysis is spot on, what you figure out. But there is something else I would like to point out from that your point.
Please go on.
To build on it. Sheriff,
yeah.
Let's be very honest with ourselves. This government, through their policy, have sunk the average Nigerians, the middle class, into poverty. And the poor people in Nigeria have turned to destitute. That is exactly what is playing out right now in Nigeria. The middle class have fallen into poverty through government policies. And the poor people right now are now destitute. That is why they littered everywhere, from east, west, north, and south, looking for what to eat. Every government in the world take care of their people, lift people from poverty to mega rich people through their policies. But here in Nigeria, this current government is sinking Nigerians into poverty, creating the army and the multitude destitute in Nigeria. And that is exactly what is playing out. People are sinking into poverty every day.
Thank you, Ziggy.
And more destitute are springing up.
Thank you.
Instead of rich people being spring up.
Thank
It's
you.
unfortunate. Thank you.
Thank you, Ziggy. Thanks for calling me. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Thank you. These people that is on the streets, my brother, I don't think it's government too. This thing has been here. I don't know why some people just have license to give birth without control. Is there anything the government can do about it? Because I don't understand. Children giving birth to children. Despite those ones that are on the road, if you come to my side, the children that is in secondary school will be giving birth. What is he looking for? I will ask them, is he a ticket to go to heaven or a ticket to make money? I don't understand. You will be talking to them, they don't want to even to listen to you. Even in the church self, it's all over the country, my state self. They just give birth anyhow. And all these things that they are doing, they will use it to disturb another person.
That's right.
Why?
That's right.
Insecurity everywhere. Why can you be giving birth? Then if I want to enter my house, I will be afraid. If I want to walk on the street, I will be afraid. Let them do something about it and control the way they give birth in this country. I don't like it. I'm afraid. Thank you.
Thank you, too, for calling. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, Sheriff. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good to hear your voice. You provoked me this morning with your word.
No vex.
And I love it.
Yeah.
Let me start this way. Maybe 2 or 3 things, if you permit me. I am into backyard poultry.
Okay.
Before subsidy was gone, I buy a bag of that meat.
Okay.
7,200. Now it's 19,800. I bought it 2 days ago.
Okay.
And they are still telling me that it's going to 22,000. Most of my friends, they have already shut down. Why are you shutting down? Now person way don't eat, now ain't go, they keep shaking now. You see how they are. So the government, I say they don't know. That is 1. 2, I work as a project supervisor and real estate organization. I had one of their sites.
Okay.
Most of our labor, when we have one-on-one interaction with them, you are from where? Some will say, we just they use not to lie. Some will say, I come from Niger. Some from Cotonou. Some from Cameroon. And some from, what did they call it? Chad. So most of these people you are seeing, now we just they call them Northerner. 90% are not Northerner. And they come with mission. Now for this destitute or whatever you talk, let me be a little bit tribalistic here on this destitute in this Lagos, especially Lagos. You know, Yoruba, we are accommodative. And they are taking advantages of that being accommodative. Let me not say more than that. Good morning.
Morning to you, too. Thanks for calling me. Appreciate it. Okay. Let's see who is here. Good morning to you.
Hello, Sharif.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, Sunday. I'm calling from Kenya.
Let's hear you, Mr. Sunday.
Yeah, are you there?
Yes, I'm with you. Please go on.
Yes, Sheriff. You see, the situation we had at hand, it has begun not from today. It has been since centuries, and the people who can easily help or to curb or alleviate such situations is always in every country, but it's always been alleviated. It can be lessened. But the government we are having, they are not ready. Even currently, they are not still ready. So now, this is not a responsibility of one-man business. The responsibility of me, you, and everybody in the society now. It has come to stay. Let us accept it. Let us accept the blame. Let us take the responsibility. It has come to stay. Then how do we be able to handle this? Government has to come in. If government could not give an enlightenment to such situations with the number of population we're having and birth control, the rate at which each family will be having how many wives and children. So if you, as a government of a country, if you can adopt that system, birth control, family system, family planning, all these things are things that other worlds practice. And they were able to curb the level of their population.
Right.
But now, as a government, if you don't adopt policies, rules and regulations on all these things that must go with penalty, then how do you be able to curb it? You can't curb it. So we need government to come in. As it is now, we have accepted our blames. It has come to stay, and we accepted it. But let us find solution to it. Let government come in first. When government come in, bring laws, then all these things will start going down gradually. Because this is what we built for over years. It's not yesterday, Sheriff. This thing started so many years with innocency. We're just being silent about it. And that is why that's emanated everywhere, prevalent everywhere now. And it's killing us.
Right.
So we need government to come in this situation to help us alleviate the level of destitute in the land. Because if government cannot do that for us, we as individual like me and you, we start from
Thank
nowhere.
you. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it. Let's take this call, then we go to social media. Good morning to you.
Yes, Sherry, good morning.
Good morning to you.
You see, my name is DJ Constance.
Okay.
I'm calling from Lagos Island. I'm a Liberian guy and blind. You see, you plus all the callers into this situation have never spoken on the security implication of these people all over the town.
Speak on it. Let's hear you.
Now, you see, I'm from a country. I'll take it. I'm from a country like fought war, like brother. People came from nowhere and were all over the town, and the security was nowhere in charge of their own security. At the end of the day, the same people you saw begging, you saw them carrying guns. The same people you saw begging, you saw them carrying arms. And they were the phone that said a rebel and they attack government. Now, these people that are coming in, why only Lagos? I've been in so many states. Why only Lagos? You get them everywhere. Now, see what Ambode did. At that time, he took all of them from the street. He didn't keep them. He didn't pursue them. He trained some of them are working. Why these people? See now, Sherry, they are all learning how to speak Yoruba now. Tomorrow, nobody will know. Who are they? Go to what they place in Ikate. Go to Ikate.
Yeah.
They are all there. The security implication, the security lookout, the security aim of the problem is not government. Everything government. You that live in Lekki, people are sleeping at the backyard. How you kept them there? And they don't have houses. They sleep all over. At the end of the day, then of course, everybody say government. Let's use our look at this thing. We'll look at this thing very carefully, very, very carefully.
All right.
And I'll go on ourselves.
All right. Thank you, DJ Constance. Appreciate your thought. You hit the nail on the head. That's you, Uche. Uche is in the UK. Uche, how you doing?
Sherry Baba.
How you doing, brother?
I'm okay, my brother. It's been a while. How you doing?
I'm good, though. I'm good.
Well, Sheriff, it appears this is the only topic you are addressing this morning. But I remember this morning you said you were going to expand the topic to three major issues.
Yes, you can speak to it.
No
Don't worry, Uche. You can speak to the other topics as well. I said we'll talk about the three, so you go on. Go on.
Yeah, because my emphasis, Sheriff, it's on the first story that you talked about this morning, the issue of the presidency saying that Nigerians should expect tougher times ahead. And
yes.
Sheriff, you see, like you rightly stated, it's getting to the point where perhaps these people just want Nigerians to collapse finally. How hard do you expect to make life for the people you govern? Sheriff, and if you remember yesterday, while I was trying to argue with Uncle Jimmy, even though we didn't have enough time, sometimes even the media, sometimes, somehow, we are part of this mess. I remember how you guys were saying this man was prepared for everything, that he knew what he was going to do and all that. And from the very first step, the case that has not been the case.
The thing is,
in that country.
The thing is, hold on for a moment.
But it appears now that from what we are seeing now, we are making Buhari look like a saint, like a performer.
Uche, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to correct a few things. Like, I didn't hear no media coming or jumping in defense that somebody is more ready than the other person. That is a wrong assertion. Maybe somebody else, maybe somebody said it as a caller or a contributor or a guest, but definitely not the media. I just thought to correct
Sheriff,
that.
You can speak for yourself to say, personally, I didn't. Look, Sheriff, I make time to listen to different platforms, Nigerian news and all that. I follow events and all that.
Yeah.
A lot of people, brought up that argument that he appeared to be the most prepared in terms of politicking and all that. Fine. Maybe that was the truth at that time. Maybe in terms of politics, like Uncle Jimmy said yesterday, it wasn't about governance. But if you talk about governance, everybody with a sane mind knew that this man was clueless. And it is showing now. When you say people should prepare for harder, for goodness sake, do they even understand what hard times are for Nigerians as we speak? Even those of us in the diaspora, we feel the heat because the demands made on us, it's enormous.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, Sheriff, it's sickening, and I really don't know. I don't know. Now, talking about this issue,
let's leave it here. Uche, let's leave it here. You took a lot of time to discuss that, but thank you. I know you're listening to me right now, but let's leave it on that topic that you picked. Appreciate it. But listen, let me again correct this. I am sure that no media house would stand and be defending somebody. They can bring a guest on, let's say a political follower or a party member, to come and talk about things and all of that. What I know that we all can agree is that people recognize the fact that he's got antecedents when it comes to political sagacity and all of that. Yes, that one is what everybody agreed on. Like, yes, he's got the politics locked down. But to now say that a media person on his or her show comes up and starts saying that he's the one that can change this country, haba, I don't believe that ever happened. 9:46. I'm going to head back telephone now. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
This is Madam Ifo.
Welcome. Good, thank you.
You see this topic you are on, and was it about destitute or something?
Destitute, yes.
Yes. This morning, I woke up to read about Oprah Winfrey helping 65,000 people to school, to whatever they are going to do. As she says she's retiring, they want to send her off. They said they use all the people that she helped, they were quite there. Why can't our northern government have many? You come here, you see them beating truck, waking you up from sleep because they are either picking iron on the road, dismantling people's gates and take it away. Why don't they start sporting activity? Everything is talked about school. These boys you are seeing there, some of them are footballers. How many school Messi go? How many school Ronaldo go? They are footballers, they are athletes, they are high jumpers, they are short putters. Bring them out and train them. And stop using your children. They'll say, yeah, let us be feeding them with 200, 500. When they land up, we'll give them. We're waiting for them until another 4 years. We will not use them for politics. That is not how to run a government. they should start thinking of innovation to help those boys.
Right.
God now they give person now. If you come, will you throw them away? If they want to burn 20, they can burn, but they should. If they don't even have money, government should take position to, start training them in sporting ways. Money.
Thank you. Now, I'm going to say again something that Madam Ife just said. If they can burn 20, they should not burn 20 if they can't take care of those 20. They should not. Have the kids that you can take care of on your own. That should be the common sensible, quote, sensible practice. So because it's God that is giving children now, everybody should just be burning anything so that we'll now push everything to the government to start taking responsibility. No, it's not. No, I totally disagree with that. Let me take this one from Blair. Blair says on YouTube, it's unfortunate many of these children born without any plans to take care of them suffer. They rarely go to school, so you can't offer them scholarships. And many eventually birth more children. Children who will be on the streets continuing the vicious cycle. Okay, yeah. Tola is also on YouTube, and Tola says, destitutes, the majority of us are encouraging bad behaviors. Every time we give alms in the name of helping, we reinforce the behavior. If we want to do charity, let's channel it to proper places. That's Tola Olariwaju Animasha on YouTube. Esther Boli is also on YouTube. Esther says, in my opinion, these destitutes have come to be sadly a part of our society because of not only the government, but the people as well. All these stems from our ineptitude as a people and even the government using them as an evil vice. As Esther Boli, who dropped that here. Esther, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Let me see if I can jump on this one here from Wilson. Wilson says, on the day jungle go mature in relation to these kids, that will all include. You're saying that everybody will sit up when things are boomerang. Okay. Okay, as somebody is telling Uche that what JD implied was that he was the most prepared to win the race, not to lead. I didn't even know he was referring to JD actually. But thank you, Agozie Zillo, for sharing your thought. Appreciate it. 9:51 is the time, meaning I've got a few minutes left. Sheyi says, my question is that is the government of some states in the north ban street begging? So why would this same government be angry whenever the states in southwest send the beggars back to the north? So I am aware that Kano State banned street begging. Borno, yes, banned street begging. And I think Niger banned street begging as well. I'm aware of those three states. But the question is the ban in force? You know, we are typical in this part of the world. When we make pronouncement, this has been banned. We support it with law, but then go on the streets and you see those things still happening. So has the ban in these states been enforced? That's a question. But I do agree, I align with your thought that when states from the West, when they ship these people back home, why are they always up in arms as to, they have freedom of movement, they have freedom of this, when you yourself, you ban the same practice in your state? So I'm going to take this one from George. George in his Ogba. George says, I'm happy that you're calling out state governments. We have concentrated too much on federal government. State governments must be more responsible and begin to come up with people-oriented policies and fight this growing menace. People walk and drive around cities more agitated and apprehensive. Sad. That's George from Ogba who dropped that on WhatsApp. George, thank you for sharing your thought. I've got Nathaniel from Abuja. Nathaniel, thank you for listening all the way from Abuja. Nathaniel says, PBAT, that's Tinubu, is the most prepared for the job. The challenges we face now was expected. It can be better though, but we can see actions to address the challenges. It's a normal thing for leaders or managers to face new challenges, least expected, but as long as there are solutions to addressing the challenges, it's fine. That's Nathaniel, who is listening from Abuja. Nathaniel, thank you. Shout out to Nigeria Info Abuja team. Let's see who is here. This one, Additional Attorney is here. Additional says, in Nigeria and Africa at large, we see children as property and investment. Hence, the unregulated procreation culture. Population control and management is one of the most important works of any serious government. Serious government across the world don't leave family shaping into the hands of individual parents without some strict guiding rules in policies, acts, and institutions. Nigerian government is a big failure in this. God is not making children. Wow. Did you? Is this? Let me not say what's on my mind. Well, I like the way you put it. I totally like the way you put it. So let me take another message on WhatsApp. Sam Chooks is your name. Sam Chooks says, we know that these destitutes in Lagos are majorly of northern extraction from Alakija to Okoko. I partly blame the insecurities in the north as part of the problem. But the major blame goes to the northern elites and politicians. Can people like El Rufai, Emir Sanusi, etc. give their 12. Are you trying to say 12-year-old daughters out for marriage? The answer is no. The northern elites will train their daughters up to master's degree level before she gets married. But they encourage these early marriage and multiple wives for the poor in the name of religion. That's Sam Chooks who drove that. Sam, thank you. I have to go now, Lagos. It's been lovely. I'll see you next week. Good morning to you.
I wanna be as strong as Captain Amazing. I'm with amazing, they real, that is what I'll be. I've got strong bones, sharp eyes, I'm an amazing angel, that's fine. I'm with amazing, they real, that is who I am.
But tell me what you need.
Amazing Day cereal.
Golden Penny Amazing Day Cereal. Nurture them for the future.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's